So it's almost impossible to ignore what's going on in the Middle East right now, because the situation is changing by the hour. I read somewhere that Iran has attacked at least 10 neighboring countries. And while it might seem that it's far away from all of us, it is going to start to affect us. And in this video, I'm going to talk about 2 ways that it might start to affect the rest of the world. Now, before I get started, I wanted to share this screenshot that came from our Discord server, from one of our Discord members named Buxton. Let me read out his message to you. Not exactly Canada related, but I was on a flight from Dublin to Philadelphia today. It was dead. Only 1/3 of the seats were taken, and there were loads of empty rows. I've never seen a flight this quiet before. Now let me zoom in on the image so everyone can see clearer. Now with my limited knowledge of aircrafts, this looks to me like it's an Airbus A321, maybe. The only way I can tell is by the overhead bins. Usually in the Airbus, the overhead bin compartment, the door will usually fold up. But on a Boeing airplane, the whole compartment pulls down. Maybe some of our aviation experts can see if I'm right or not. I'm looking at you, YUL spotter. But if it is an Airbus A320 or A321, I believe the average capacity is going to be about 200 people per flight. So only having about 66 people on the flight to the United States says a lot about the demand from Europeans to the quote-unquote greatest country in the world. I would like to thank Buxton for posting this in the Discord server. And if you have any photos that you think the community would need to see, whether it's at the borders or US shops or airlines or airport terminals or whatever, feel free to send them over my way. You can reach out to me via email or on Discord. Personally, I feel these photos are actually more important than what we see in the reports, because this is firsthand experience, not filtered stuff that the US media or even Canadian media is going to show us. So reach out to me if you have any photos or videos that you want me to share with the community. Okay, let's get to the first report.
One of the world's most vital shipping lanes for oil and gas has become a dangerous place. The ship on fire off the coast of Oman.
This is like a heart attack to the oil markets and potentially to the global economy.
Every day, about 20 million barrels of oil go through the Strait of Hormuz, a narrow stretch of water between Iran and Oman. It's not officially closed, but Iran is warning ships not to enter, so companies are keeping dozens of tankers parked on both sides of the strait.
You are taking away close to 20% of the oil supply just overnight. This has never happened. So there is no historical precedence to that.
Now, I'm not an economist or a global trade person, but I am smart enough to know that there is a potential problem coming up. The biggest factor that we don't know is how long is this conflict going to last? And the longer that the Strait of Hormuz is closed, well, not technically closed, but under a warning, the more the chance that our gas prices are going to go up.
Iran has threatened to close the strait before, but it's never happened. Even during the Iran-Iraq War in the 1980s, the American military kept oil moving.
If we're talking hours or days, this is mostly a blip in the market. Get over it. Weeks or months, this is obviously a much more serious factor, and we would easily see prices skyrocket back into the triple digits.
Higher global oil prices are good for Canadian oil producers and oil-producing provinces that collect royalties. Insecurity may also make Canadian oil more in demand.
Canada benefits as an energy security brand when the world is energy insecure.
But as crude oil prices go up, gasoline prices at the pump are expected to follow.
We could see a several cent a liter increase starting Monday morning. And by later in the week, we could see a 5 to 7 cent a liter increase. Obviously, it's a volatile situation.
Now, by the time you're watching this, it is going to be Monday morning. And I'm kind of curious to see if gas prices in Canada have risen up. According to GasBuddy.com, it looks like the Vancouver area is at about $61.9 right now. Now, I don't know what it was before, but maybe our viewers in Vancouver can let the community know.
The longer this conflict goes on, the more pressure there will be on the U.S. and its allies to get oil and gas moving again through the strait. But if Iran feels trapped and starts targeting oil production facilities or putting explosive mines in the water, experts warn high oil prices could be more than just a temporary blip. Peter Cowan, CBC News, Montreal.
So we're definitely in turbulent times right now, and nobody's going to be able to predict what's going to go on next. Everything that we're going through right now is all because of one U.S. administration. But oil and gas is not going to be the only thing that's going to be disrupted. Right now, millions of people around the world are having their flights canceled. And as much as I want people to continue traveling, just not to the United States, to be honest, right now might not be the best time to travel.
The unfolding situation in the Middle East has triggered flight disruptions around the world, with major airlines canceling flights, leaving passengers stranded. Flight maps show airspace over parts of the region virtually empty as planes were diverted around the area as the strikes began.
Now I want to show an update from Flight Radar at the time I'm editing this video. You can see two areas that have no-fly zones, one surrounding Ukraine and the other surrounding Iran. But focusing on the Middle East conflict right now, having the Dubai and Qatar airports closed at the moment is causing big problems. Because both airports are major transit hubs, especially if you're traveling from Europe over to Asia.
Dubai International, the busiest airport in the world for international travel, canceled more than 700 flights, and there are reports the airport was damaged during a strike. Air Canada has canceled all flights from Canada to Israel until March 8th and flights to Dubai until at least Tuesday.
From our understanding, Dubai has been pretty isolated for the most part, but it's still a scary situation.
Now this report from Global came out about 12 hours ago, and I'm not sure when they were interviewing these people. It could have actually been before Dubai was actually hit. But we do know that the Dubai Fairmont Hotel was hit by a drone, as well as the famous Burj Al Arab. But not only that, the airport has also been attacked as well. But even if you don't have plans to travel to the Middle East, there may still be disruptions at other airports around the world, mainly because I believe that we're going to start to see a lot of airlines starting to redirect passengers to other areas.
Right now, from what we understand, there's a indefinite, they close the airspace indefinitely.
Yep, a travel hold.
Yeah, a travel hold, so we don't know when they'll be able to get back.
Although they do seem safe, so it really is just a matter of when they can leave and get back, not a matter of if they're in any danger, which is good.
J'avais un vol ce matin pour aller en Thaïlande avec une escale à Doha et malheureusement le vol a été annulé à cause des tensions en Iran. Donc là on essaye de chercher une solution pour maintenir notre voyage en Thaïlande. Bah, on savait que ça était en tension, ça éclate. Est-ce qu'on est surpris? Non. Mais voilà.
L'espace aérien est fermé, ouais, mais bon, c'est pas grave. Là on attend, nous avons dormi à l'aéroport. Depuis hier, 22h nous sommes là et là il va être 13h. Toujours pas de nouvelles, donc on attend. Oui, en fait nous on a essayé de joindre des membres de notre famille, des proches, depuis Paris. Et c'est eux qui ont essayé de faire le nécessaire depuis Paris pour essayer de joindre la compagnie Qatar Airways. Mais pareil, ils ont galéré parce que toutes les lignes sont saturées, toutes les lignes sont occupées, impossible à joindre.
Now I really feel for these passengers, because I've had to sleep at an airport before, and it is not fun. But with the Dubai airport closed, there really isn't anything that the airlines can do. From what I can see, it looks like the Abu Dhabi airport is still open. I mean, that looks like their only option. But then again, they're probably competing with thousands of other people trying to get on the next flight.
We're trying to get some information on our flight that's tomorrow night. We don't have any information. No one's telling us anything. We cannot get into contact with anyone. We're trying to go home. That's the only thing that we want. We're trying to avoid any conflicts, but we're really worried because we don't have anything to know right now. I think that we will try keep ourselves safe. I think that's the most important thing right now. And hope for the best, I don't know.
So with the way things are going right now, it doesn't look like there's going to be any improvements. But we have oil and gas and flights that are starting to affect the rest of the world. But what will be next? I have no clue. But all I know is that it's probably going to be a rough next couple weeks. Okay, that's all I got for this video. I hope this helps to update my viewers that don't follow mainstream media. If you found any value in anything I said, and you want to hear more from a Canadian and international point of view, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button below. That way you're notified of my future videos. Thanks everyone. I'll catch you in the next one.